Timberwolf treasures, come on inside. We got a special secret we're trying not to hide. Timberwolf treasures.
Greetings and welcome to Timberwolf Treasures. My name's Colleen and I'm going to make a fun little design today. I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I am finally going to be making a maple leaf design. To be honest, maple leaves are not really from around the part of Canada that I am from. They are much more out east than they are here, but they still are on our flag and our national symbol, so I'm going to use it today. We're going to be using some chameleon powder, UV resin, and Let's Resin. This is a good one. I enjoy using it. I'm going to be making a little bit of a smaller one. I usually tend to make more of the larger designs, but I'm going to make a smaller one today. And my baby wipe as always. And this is something I bought off of Etsy. If you cannot find, like, as I said, there's sure not maple leaves that are this small anywhere near here, or anywhere really, because it's punched maple leaves design, which is cool. I like the reds and the greens and everything in there, so I'm going to use that. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to make sure there's no dust in here. There we go. And I'm going to start with putting a thin layer of clear, just because I like to have the top of the necklace nice and clear and shiny. That's my preference. I'll take an extra few seconds, minute, what have you, just to get that extra layer in there, just to make sure everything, whoops, wrong end, everything works the way and looks the way I want it to look. Okay. A quick little zap with the long neck lighter, and I'm going to put my UV light over it just momentarily, just to get that thin layer just hard, so things won't all just go right through it. And it does not take long at all. Here we go. You can see my Let's Resin UV resin has had a long life, but I'm still using it. So, okay, so we've got our nice thin layer on the top, so I'm going to have a nice finish. So the next one we're going to do is another thin layer. And just make sure it goes behind the little hole maker. I don't know what they're called. I'm making up my own names. Never know what I'm going to call it, but hey, that's okay. And I'm going to put that side down. So I'm just going to put it in that thin layer. And let's find the spot that I want it in. I think that's a good spot right there. So I have my little UV torch, because I don't want it to move. I just got this UV torch and it's got a mind of its own. It worked once amazingly, and then it seems to work when it feels like it. Okay, I'm not going to use that today. Not sure I'm impressed with that right now. Just going to put a little bit more in there. That's annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do is trying to make sure that it stays where I want it. I'm going to move the UV light today instead of trying to use that UV torch. That's a disappointment. It's weird, but that's okay. Okay, so for the chameleon powder, I like the kind of the greens and the reds in there, so I'm looking at the chameleon flakes, and I want one that's going to kind of pick up on the green, so I'm going to go with the olive. So there's lots of pretty colors in here. It's a UV Resin chameleon powder. They're all color transforming, so I like to have the different colored backgrounds. I've been doing a lot of whites lately, so let's try olive with a little hint of green. I think that could be interesting. Okay, let's move this out of the way. And another layer. And this is the layer I'm going to put the little leaves in. There we go. I'm sure if you have different colored leaves in your area, you could get like a hole punch and make whatever designs you want out of them. This one is just something I found. I thought it was fun. Want some more red in there. Come on, agree with me. There we go. Part of the fun is sometimes resin and the stuff you're working with, they have their own plan. And sometimes happy accidents, like Bob Ross used to make. It's true. Like, just go with the flow. Just try the different things. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and checking out our channel. It is greatly appreciated. I do appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by and checking out what I'm making today, because you never know. Okay, so now I'm going to do a nice, take my long neck lighter, get rid of any of the bubbles. Just kind of saw one there, wanted to make sure it's gone. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here and cure that thin layer with the leaves in it. And I'm going to make a little bit for the background. Not going to need a whole lot because it's not a really big, but people of all shapes and sizes like necklaces, so not all of them need to be big. Okay, that's my thoughts. And so I've got this UV Resin chameleon powder in olive. So you can kind of see there's a little bit of a green sparkle in there. I'll put a little more in there. And you can see even in the lid there is a green, which is what I'm hoping it'll do. When you're done with the mica powders, you always make sure that you close the lid, because they can get very messy very quickly. Not that I know from experience or anything, but hey. Well, that's pretty. Like, look at the colors that pop out of that. I hope you can see that. Okay. And this is going to be, it's just a quick little necklace demonstration. And it's not just for Canadians. Anyone who likes a pretty little maple leaf. And I'm using this little tool to get all of it out of here. That's pretty. That's See, you can see a little bit of green. I think there's some yellow in there. And then once again, take the long neck lighter. Let's just make sure there's nothing on it. And then I'm going to do the full cure. So I'm going to do 2 minutes on this side, flip it over, 2 minutes on the other side. There are some UV lamps that cure from both angles. I'm kind of thinking about maybe it's time to start checking into those. Just getting rid of something there. But for now, I'm going to do 2 minutes on this. That's why I like the silicone mats that you can see through the molds, because then I can make sure it's all the layers all the way through are cured. So I'll be right back. One moment. Welcome back. Okay, so we're going to check out to see how this turned out. Looking forward to this. I think this olive color is quite pretty. Showing different, depends on which angle it's looking at. So let's see how this turned out. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Check that out. I like that. That is, and it's just got enough of the olive background just to make some of the colors pop. That's exciting. That is very fun. I like the little, oh, one of the red ones turned upside down. That's okay. I like the pops of red in there and the pretty flower, maple leaf flower. I should know what they are. Only Canadian and have been my entire life. Wow, that is pretty. I like that. Okay, so now it's time to turn this cute little cabochon into a necklace, which is quite easy. So first thing I'm going to do is there's a couple little over pores, so I'm going to get rid of them. And you can see I'm just pulling them off. And so if you have a little bit of an over pore, it's not the end of the world. You just deal with it and move on. Okay, now here we go. So I've got my deburring tool. You can get these Temu, Amazon, crafting stores, wherever. And I'm just going to take the sharp edges all the way around. Get rid of those. If you have a lot of sharp edges, like I've just got a little bit here, so I'm just doing a quick little cleanup. If there are a lot, you can use a Dremel tool or whatever little tool to sand it down. Or really, I have used like cute little, I don't know why I said cute. It's just an emery board for nails. And just like that, done. Then I like to give it a good nice wipe. I don't want any powder hanging out. Let's make, oops. Okay. Let's get that as clean as we can. So that is, I've got rid of all the sharp edges. So I'm going to use a bail here. I do use the pliers to assist with the lack of strength in my hands, which works very well. So you just put it in the holes that is in the cabochon, and there you go. Very pretty, very easy. Like, that didn't take long at all. So I always like to do, because I do know I have issues with my hands, I just do another squeeze to make sure it ain't going anywhere. There we go. Then I buy these necklaces. This one is from Temu. You can get them off of Amazon, Temu, any jewelry supply place. This is, put it in, and in under 15 minutes plus a couple minutes curing time, I have a necklace all ready to go. You can, if you have a special occasion you want to wear it to, you want to give it as a present, or like me, well, some of them go as presents, I will admit that, but time to go to a market, that is literally ready to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, one and all, for sticking around, seeing how this turned out. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're still here, if you could like, subscribe, and push that little notification button so you know when our next video will be. Thank you, one and all, and I hope nothing but the best for all of you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we're making maple leaf UV resin for you today.